If you want to see the best result in a short amount of time, this, my friend, is going to help your hair grow like crazy. Hi family, welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for coming back. Today's video is going to be all about natural hair. I'm going to be talking to you about 15 things that you're going to need to start a successful natural hair journey. I've done it before, I'm doing it again, and I want to share with you how you can also achieve beautiful, healthy, natural hair. So if you want to know the 15 things that you're going to need to start a successful natural hair journey, then please continue to watch. For those of you who are new, my name is Mercy. I'm an RN BSN, and on this channel, I talk about nursing, lifestyle, beauty. I do a little bit of vlogging. I talk about natural hair. I talk about feminine hygiene, clean with me, home decor. I just do a little bit of everything. So if you would like to join the family, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button down below, and also hit the bell notification so you never miss another video. With that said, family, let's get into the video. Today's video is going to be all about the 15 things that you're going to need in order to start and maintain a successful natural hair journey. I'm not sponsored by any of these at all, but I just want to share with you guys what you're going to need and give you an idea of what I use in case you're interested in trying it. With that said, let's get into number one. The number one thing you're going to need is actually two things, and those things are your shampoo and conditioner. So once you go natural, whether you transition or a big chop, your hair is going to start to grow. But once your hair starts growing, you're going to need specific things, especially for natural hair, that is going to facilitate your success. And you need to be very, very intentional about these things. You don't need to get the most expensive things on the market, but these are the basics of what you're going to need. Do the research, maybe watch some YouTube videos, watch some Instagram videos, TikTok, read some blog posts, go to Google, just do your research and see what works for you. For me, I like to use the Cream of Nature shampoo and conditioner because they are sulfate free. Sulfate is very, very, very dry into the hair, and the less sulfate you have in your product, the better for you, because the drier your hair, the easier it is to break. So as I said, my shampoo and conditioner are the Cream of Nature shampoo and conditioner set. And this is it right here. This is the argan oil from Morocco right here. So this is the set. All right, I have been using these two from the very, very start of my journey. I like it, it works for me, and I stick with them. Now, I have tried a lot of other shampoos and conditioner that actually do work and that actually are affordable or that are amazing, but these two are always my go-to. And one of the things I also like about these, not only are they sulfate free, but you only need a little bit. So sometimes a bottle of this can last me months, and I use it for me and my daughter. So you don't need a lot, you just need a little bit, and it lathers very well, and it's gonna clean your hair without completely drying it out. The next thing you're gonna need is a wide tooth comb. If you guys have watched me for a while, I've advocated for never ever using a small tooth comb, like one of those barbershop combs for your hair, especially if you're natural. Natural hair is very, 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 very curly, and using anything like that is going to break your hair because it's not going to properly go through. The curls are just going to wrap around those fine tooth combs, and they're just going to break your hair, and you don't need that. The only thing I use those for is to part my hair when I'm braiding it. Otherwise, I use a wide tooth comb, and something like this is my favorite. So see how this is very wide? I can comb through my hair without tangling it, without breaking it, without, just sacrificing my hair because I want to comb through it real quick. You can get these from Walmart, the Dollar Tree, Amazon, Walgreens. You can get them anywhere, and these are pretty cheap. I actually paid $1 for this over 2-3 years ago at a beauty supply store, and I still have it. It's pretty strong, as you can see. I have many of these, but once again, this is my favorite. It's so long, look how long this is. I don't know if you guys can see that. See that? It's even longer than the width of my hand. So yes, you need something like this. This is very, very, very important. The next thing you're gonna need is an amazing detangling brush. If you guys have watched me for a while, you've seen a lot of my videos and you see the brush that I use. It doesn't have to be this specific brush. If you already have a detangling brush that works for you, so be it. But for me, I use the Diamond detangling brush, and I usually get it from Amazon. I think it's anywhere from $15 to $29. I'm not completely sure, I don't remember, but I'm gonna try to leave a picture so you guys can see what I'm talking about. Our hair is very, very, very curly, and you're going to need something specific to your type of hair to be able to detangle it when you do your treatments or when you take your braids out or right before you wash your hair. You can also find a detangling brush at Sally's Beauty, Walmart, Target, Target, Walgreens, and CVS, all your drugstores. The next thing you're gonna need are your vitamins. Vitamins are very, very important because not only are you taking care of your hair from the outside, you also need to take care of your hair from the inside, and that means taking specific vitamins. The two vitamins that I like to use are Hair, Skin, and Nails. You can do any brand. It just needs to be a multivitamin, or you can do prenatal. Prenatals are great for growing hair. A lot of times you'll see that when a woman is pregnant or right after she has her baby, her hair is nice and beautiful and healthy. Most times it's because of not only the hormones in her body, but it's also because of the prenatal vitamin that a lot of women are required to take. Not required, but encouraged to take. A lot of people might say that if you're not pregnant, you're not supposed to be taking it. A lot of the prenatal vitamins right on the bottles will say before, during, and after pregnancy. Those are the ones that I recommend. So just go to your Target, CVS, Walmart, or Walgreens, and you'll be able to find the ones that says before, during, and after. I don't really have a favorite yet. I like to try them out, and sometimes I work with brands as well, and they send me stuff that I want to try out that I end up liking. But sometimes I can't remember to continue with the subscription, or I forget completely about the brand, or maybe they don't have a discount code anymore, so I end up going to my affordable ones. And usually when I do sponsored videos, I do have a discount code for you guys. This is one of my favorite. This is by Nature's Bounty, and this is their Advanced Hair, Skin, and Nails Gummy. I like gummies because I hate taking pills, and I know that's kind of weird coming from a nurse. I like to give pills, but I don't like to take them. All right, so this is the gummy that I'm taking right here. I don't know if you guys can see that. And it says it has over 2 times your regular amount of biotin. This flavor is strawberry. And let me show you guys what this looks like. These, I like these because they don't, that's what that looks like. I really like these because they don't have the medicine taste to it. It just tastes like candy. So when you chew these, it doesn't leave the metallic medicine, taste in your mouth. So I really like that. So I take 2 of these every morning. All right, the next one that I like to take when I'm not taking that one is this one right here. This is the Infant Mom Prenatal. I think that's how you say that. This is what it looks like right here. So these are actually soft gel pills, and they come in 30. So when you get your bottle, there's gonna be 30 in here, and you're only supposed to take 1 a day. The only thing I don't like about this is that these are horse pills. These are huge, and as I told you guys, I don't like pills, especially when they're big. All right, but it's doable. To be honest, it's doable, but it's just huge. Look at that. Look how big that is. See that? That's big. But the great thing is you only have to take 1 of these. And again, this says use before, during, and after pregnancy. The next thing we're going to talk about are your greases for your hair. It is very important to apply grease to your hair because it helps with moisture. The first thing that's going to help with moisture is water. So spray water on your hair. That's where your first moisture is going to come from. It's not going to come from oil at all. Second thing that I've found that helps is either a leave-in conditioner or grease. Grease is my favorite, and I use it on my daughter's hair all the time, and I'll have to make a video for you guys to see. So what I do is when I do my wash days, I like to oil my scalp, which we'll talk about later. I like to apply a lot of grease onto it, especially if I'm going to braid it as a protective style for a week to a month. That way, when I take my hair out, it's not dry and it's not breaking, and the grease actually keeps the moisture in there. And I'll show you guys exactly how I do it in some of my upcoming videos. The greases that I get, again, nothing super expensive. You can get these at the Dollar Tree or Walmart or any of your drugstores. So these I get from the Dollar Tree. There are different kinds. You have your argan oil, you have your castor oil. This one is coconut oil. This is just a bigger bottle. I got this one from Walmart, and like I said, I get these from the Dollar Tree. So I'll get like 3 or 4 or even 5 different kinds and mix them into a bowl, and then either heat it up for about 30 seconds to melt it really good, or I'll just mix it up with a spoon and then apply it to my hair or my daughter's hair. Again, this is the brand. It's called Softy Hair Food. This is only $1, and I forget how much this was, but it was less than $5. The next one we're going to talk about, speaking of greases, is oil. Like I said, oil does not necessarily provide moisture. Your grease and your water and maybe a leave-in conditioner is going to provide that. This is my aloe vera growth oil, and this is what it looks like. This beauty is filled with all kind of good stuff that's gonna help grow your hair like crazy. I take my wigs out every single night, right? When I take my wigs out, I like to use the dropper in here, take a little bit of the oil like that, drop it along my hairline and just massage it in as I'm watching TV or playing with my daughter or just sitting there doing my own thing. I just like to massage my scalp, my edges, or if my hair is already parted, like I said, in a protective style, I'll take the dropper, drop it in between my hair and just sit there and massage it, massage it. This, my friend, is going to help your hair grow like crazy. The next way you can use your oil is as a hot oil treatment. And for that, I don't recommend using this because if you try to use this as a hot oil treatment, you're going to end up using the whole bottle and you're going to have to buy another one. So what I like to do is I like to get the oils from the grocery store. So your olive oil, your coconut oil, your argan oil, and it can be food grade, it doesn't matter. So what I like to do is I like to mix them up, heat them up for about 10 to 20 seconds, and then apply it to my scalp. Rub it in, rub it on the rest of my hair, cover it up, and that's how I do my oil treatment. If you guys don't know how to do that, I have a video here. I'll try to link it down below, or I'm gonna do an updated version of that video so you guys can see it. The next thing you're gonna need for a successful natural hair journey is a leave-in conditioner. A leave-in conditioner is great because, again, your hair requires a lot of moisture. So when you're doing a twist out or a braid out or just wanting to wear your hair out for a little bit, you're gonna need something to keep that moisture in. Water is gonna provide quick moisture for you to be able to comb through your hair or braid it up real quick or style it, but it's not gonna stay, right? Because it's going to dry. So something like a leave-in conditioner or like the grease I talked about before is going to actually stay and it's going to help, you know, keep your hair moisturized for an extended amount of time. I don't have my leave-in conditioner here because I completely ran out, but I'll try to leave a picture or I'll try to do another video to show you guys more of the products that I use. The next most important thing that you're gonna need for a natural hair journey, a successful natural hair journey, is how you take care of your hair when you go to sleep at night. That means your pillowcase, your bonnets, or your scarves. And the most important fabrics that you can use are silk or satin. So for me, I have multiple actually, but I'm just gonna show you guys the ones I have here. This I've had for over 5 years. This one, if you've watched me for a while, you've seen this once or twice. I've had this for a long time. And this is a satin head wrap. The reason it's important is because not only is it breathable, it's also very smooth and it also encourages moisture. So when you tie your hair at night, it's gonna keep your moisture in your hair. Or you can use a bonnet. So this is basically the same thing in the form of a hat. These are very important because when you do your wash days or when you take out your wigs, you're gonna need something to cover your hair so that when you go to sleep, your hair is not like being snagged off of your bed or your pillowcase. And also, I suggest you get a silk or satin pillowcase if you can, because that's gonna help in case this or this falls off. The next most important thing that you're gonna need for a successful natural hair journey is a protective style. The key to wanting your hair to grow is to leave it alone, but not leave it alone. And what I mean by that is you need to braid your hair or twist it and leave it for a while and then come back to it. If you wanna see results, if you wanna see your hair really grow and transform, you don't wanna be styling your actual hair every single day. The more you manipulate your hair, the more it's gonna fall out, the more it's gonna break. So the best thing you can do is braid it up in either some long, beautiful goddess braids or twists or crochet or wigs. For me, I love wigs. I always review affordable wigs here for you guys, especially if you're on your natural hair journey, to just, you know, put it on, do whatever style you like, whether it's curly, whether it's a fro like this, whether it's silk press, color, whatever. You have the option to do that without processing your natural hair. So again, if you guys haven't seen some of my wig reviews, go ahead and check it out. I'll leave some in the description box. Or again, I'm gonna do a lot more so you guys can see. And I usually always have a coupon code to help you guys purchase. There is a lot of ways out there to protect your hair and just leave it. I suggest anywhere from 2 weeks to about 6 weeks. Anything after that is too much, and anything below that is too much, right? If you're doing your hair every week, or if you're washing your hair every week, it's bad for your hair. You don't want to do that. So find your protective style that works for you and stick with it. The next things you're gonna need are your protein treatments or your homemade remedies. I love trying these homemade recipes for you guys, and I also just love trying things out for myself to see what works for me. So we're talking about your rice water, your onion juice, your aloe vera, your avocado treatments. Whenever you do your wash day, it doesn't necessarily have to be every time, but you need a homemade remedy to bring that protein and moisture and all those natural growth nutrients. You need to put that in your hair whenever you wash your hair, because washing your hair not only cleans your hair, but on the other side, it also strips your hair of its natural oils and nutrients. So you need to replace that by doing your home remedy. Also, if you do a lot of heat or flat ironing, a protein treatment is great because it's going to go back in and bring that nourishment and strength back to your hair. The next thing you're gonna need is a spray bottle. Now, this is a spray bottle that I've been using for my daughter's hair. I recently ordered my spray bottle because the one that I was using recently broke, but this one works magic as well. I usually get these from the Dollar Tree and it comes in a pack of 3. So you have the spray bottle and then you have 2 other bottles that you can put your shampoo, conditioner as a travel size, or if you just want to sample things. Anyway, a spray bottle is very, very important because when you go to take your hair out, or when you go to do your aloe vera treatments, or any treatment that requires spraying something onto your hair, it's very important because it's going to help with that. And most times, especially if you wear your natural hair out a lot in a twist out or just in a fro, a spray bottle is important because you need to spray it with water or a mix of water and leave-in conditioner. Oh my God, this one is very, very crucial. If you want to see the best result in a short amount of time, and I'm talking about a few months, the best thing you can do is stay away from heat. Heat damage is the worst. That is the fastest way to completely change the pattern of your hair, but to also break your hair. That means no blow drying, no hot curls, no flat ironing, or no fancy hairstyle that has to do with heat. Just leave your hair alone when it comes to heat. I'm not talking about washing your hair with hot water. You can wash your hair with hot water. It's actually good to wash your hair with hot water because it helps with moisture and it makes your hair soft when you're washing it. I'm talking about actual heat. Stay away from heat for a while and you will see that that is one of the fastest ways to transition your hair to healthy. The next thing you're gonna need is to be kind to your hair. Please be kind to your hair. The reason I talked about the wide tooth comb before and even a spray bottle with water is natural hair can be very, very hard to deal with. It can tangle easily, it dries up easily, it shrinks up easily. So sometimes people get impatient and they get frustrated and they want to comb their hair really, really quick without applying any kind of detangler or water or even using a wide tooth comb. You want to be very, very gentle to your hair. That means taking your hair out one braid at a time, combing it through with a wide tooth comb, applying your product to it, and then using a detangler to further detangle it. A lot of times people actually do succeed at growing their hair, but they don't see the length because they keep breaking it off. They just want to get those braids out and go out or go to work or this and that. This is why you have to set aside a whole day for your wash day or your hair routine day. The next thing you're gonna need, this one is not a requirement. This is just for those of you who like to wear, a nice little hairstyle between your protective style, like a high bun or a slick back ponytail, or, define your curls. One thing you're gonna need is gel, and one of our favorite is Eco Styler gel. This one is coconut oil. The one that I really like is the argan oil. It helps with the dryness and the flakiness that you see when it comes to a lot of the gels. This is also great for slicking your edges. It's great for, again, defining your curls or just doing those like fancy hairstyles if you don't want to use the spray on hairsprays. The next thing you're going to need is a good pair of scissors. First of all, I suggest you learn how to cut your own ends. Sometimes when you go to the beauty salons, they'll cut more than they need to cut. So I would suggest, highly suggest that you learn how to cut your own ends. It's not hard at all. I've done a few videos actually showing you guys that, but I suggest you learn how to do it yourself and get a good pair of scissors, and you can get them at Walmart, Sally's, online, or any of your beauty supply stores. All right, the last but not least thing you're gonna need is patience. Natural hair does not happen overnight. Healthy hair does not happen overnight, and long hair definitely does not happen overnight. It's going to take patience and consistency. There's going to be a lot of times where you're going to want to quit. There's going to be a lot of times where you're going to want to grab a pair of scissors and chop everything off. But if you really want to see results, I suggest you exercise some patience. That is it for today's video. If you thought the video was helpful to you, please go ahead and give it a big thumbs up. Also, if you haven't already joined the family, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button down below. Please share the video with your friends and family, because I know that if the video was helpful to you, it's going to be helpful to someone else as well. That also lets me know that you guys really like these kind of contents, and it keeps me making them. Thank you guys again so much for watching. I love you all, and I'll see you guys in my next one.